Many people could be significantly wealthier if they could avoid a few crucial money habits. In this video, we are going to break down the top 7 bad money habits keeping people poor. So if you aspire to get rich, you should avoid these habits. Let's dive in. Bad habit number 1. Not investing for the long term. Investing is one of the best ways to grow wealth over time. That is why so many wealthy people continue to invest their money year in and year out in assets like stocks, bonds, and real estate. However, according to a recent survey by Go Banking Rates, 55% of Americans are not investing because they think they don't have enough money to invest. So if you're not investing yet, you should strongly consider starting. You do not need to start out with a large amount of money. You can start investing even with just a couple $100s. If you invest your money, over time, it can significantly grow. You should consider getting help from a professional financial advisor if you need assistance choosing which assets to invest in. Bad habit number 2, living above your means. In his book, The Millionaire Next Door, Thomas J. Stanley says, "Whatever your income, always live below your means." According to the book, living below their means is a common practice among millionaires. While living above your means for a month or two might not be a big deal, if you continue to do this on a long-term basis, you will eventually end up in serious financial trouble. It is estimated that roughly 13% of the population in the US spends more than they earn regularly. Many of these people will struggle to improve their financial situations. Bad habit number 3, not saving enough. If you want to build your wealth, then you must make more than you spend, and you need to start saving. You should save enough money so that you have a buffer between you and your bills, so that if anything happens to you, you will be able to afford to pay your bills for at least a few months. This is the bare minimum you should save. Beyond that, you should try to save a portion of your paycheck every week so that your savings account could grow over time. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't invest. You definitely should. Savings statistics in the US showed that 42% of the population had less than $1,000 saved. So even if you can just save a couple $1,000s, you'll be way ahead of the game and on your way to building wealth. In his book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki explained one of the best strategies to start saving and investing. As stated by Robert Kiyosaki, you should pay yourself first whenever you have an income. Start by automatically saving a portion of your salary first, and do not wait until the end of the month to keep whatever is left from your income. Bad habit number 4, having too many subscription services. Nowadays, there's a subscription service for everything from gym memberships to shave clubs to apps to streaming services. Oftentimes, people accumulate subscription services without even realizing how many they have. But regardless of how closely you monitor your streaming services, they tend to bill automatically and will cost you money every single month. Many people don't even use their subscription services after they sign up for them. For example, it might surprise you to know that the average Planet Fitness has about 6,000 members, but the gym space can only support about 300 people at any given time. The reason why overcrowding usually is not an issue is that the majority of members do not use their membership regularly, and many do not even use it at all. Bad habit number 5, not automating payments. Automating payments helps to prevent you from missing any important one. If you miss payments on things like a car loan, a mortgage, or a student loan, it could severely harm your credit score. This is because, as reported by a study by Wells Fargo, payment history accounts for 35% of your credit score. Having a bad score will complicate your financial situation because the lower your credit score is, the higher the interest rates of the credit that you will get in the future. Bad habit number 6, having a bad debt strategy. Borrowed money should not be spent on rapidly depreciating assets or on consumption. It should be used to improve your financial situation. A student loan that was taken out to help you finance a degree that will enable you to get a high-paying job is an example of a good debt strategy. Whereas an example of bad debt would be using your credit card to finance a trip to Vegas to go gambling with your friends. Having too much bad debt can act like an anchor holding you back from reaching your financial goals. Bad habit number 7, paying too much in taxes. For most working adults, taxes are one of their largest yearly expenses. Despite that, many people never try to legally reduce their tax obligations by taking advantage of deductions, credits, and other strategies. For example, many self-employed people continue to pay high self-employment taxes every year when they could significantly reduce the amount of taxes they pay by setting up a limited liability company or a corporation. Speak to an accountant or an enrolled agent to discover strategies that could legally reduce your taxes. Hopefully now you have a much better idea of what some of the worst money habits are. If you have any of these habits, you should strongly consider trying to get rid of them to improve your current financial situation. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.